guys, and welcome to my channel. I would like to thank you guys for still follow me on this YouTube channel, and for those who didn't follow me now, please don't forget to subscribe my account, and don't forget to like, share, and click the notification bell. So in this video, I would like to create a little bit different from a video today, where I want to make a video about a Sabaton Iceberg explain. But before that, I would like to thank username PRS_network from which I found from Reddit about the Sabaton Iceberg. That's the only Sabaton Iceberg I actually found. So in this video, I would like to explain all entire topics in the Sabaton Iceberg, which is there are 8 tires on this iceberg list. So for those who don't know what iceberg is is like a tire list, which is on the top you can know which is known for the more known until the bottom of the iceberg, which is the least known, which is way more dark and deep. But before that, I want to disclaim. I'll give a disclaimer very early. One, I didn't state that on my own original idea in this video, but I picked from the right sources where I will spin in the entire topic in this iceberg. And number 2, if you reach to the tire 7, 8, I will give you a trigger warning early, because some of you might be triggered if you read in this tire 7, 8. So without further ado, let's get started into Sabaton Iceberg. So let's go deep dive about the tire 1 of the Sabaton Iceberg. Heroes. So Heroes was a Sabaton album, was launched in 2014. It's basically about the song about the heroes I mentioned about the mentioned in World War II, The Last Stand. So The Last Stand was a Sabaton album, was launched in 2016, which basically they sing about the last stands that happened in battles in history. Panzerkampf. So Panzerkampf is about the song about the Battle of Kursk, which about the Soviet Union and the German army back in 1943 and went in World War II. So Bismarck. Bismarck is about the song about this a German ship was built in 1939. Sadly, it was sink down in 1941. Joachim Berdin. So Joachim Berdin is a lead singer of Sabaton. He started first debut in Sabaton back in 1999. In his first appearance, he was a keyboard player, and now he's a keyboard player and a singer, and also a third guitarist. To Hell and Back. To Hell and Back is about the Audie Murphy, who was a notable American hero in World War II. The Great War. The Great War was a full Sabaton album about World War I back in 2019, and this album was made after 100 years of the end of World War I. Winged Hussars. So Winged Hussars is about the last stand of the Austro-Hungarian army against the Ottoman cavalry. With the help of the Polish cavalry, they defeated the Ottoman Empire. Primo Victoria. Primo Victoria was the famous Sabaton song which made Sabaton become famous for the song. It's about the D-Day landing happened in 1944. Swedish Pagan. So Swedish Pagan is kind of a bit funny. It's kind of a bit funny to those who ever saw the live concert in Sabaton. Every time, if you know the Tommy trolling the Joachim with the song of Swedish Pagan. So Swedish Pagan it's about the Viking. It's about the history of the Northern War, Norse and Vikings in the early of history of humanity. So today we have to a little bit deeper of the Sabaton Iceberg. We go to the tire 2. Uprising. So Uprising the song is about the Warsaw Uprising, which happened in 1944. It's 5 years after the invasion of Nazi Germany in Poland. The Polish civilians had to make the last stand to defend the city of Warsaw during the Warsaw Uprising in 1944. Person So Person is the basis of the Sabaton, which the guy is also who managed the Sabaton for the band for over 20 years. Night Witches. So Night Witches is about the song which first time which involved female heroes in Sabaton songs history. So it's about the 580th Naval Regiment against the German, which Germans also call them in German die Nachthasen, or even known as the Night Witches. Sabaton History Channel. So Sabaton History Channel is about history channel which established in 2019 with the collaboration of Swedish American historian Indy Nidell. They have made the collaborations with Time Goes History, which deeper about details about their songs with the inspiration of Indy Nidell. 724. So 724 is about the song which is not related about history, but which is sung by Sabaton. So basically, what made me mysterious about the 734 song? If you have calculator, you press the 734, you just press the equals, and you have to turn the upside down of the 734, which means hell. Atera Dominatus. So Atera Dominatus is about the Battle of Berlin, which the Soviet Union had made into the Berlin in the early of 1945, which almost lost the war. Coat of Arms. So Coat of Arms is a song about the Greek army against the invasion of Italian army during the 1940s. So the struggle during that time is which inspired from the Spartan army, which is "There's no surrender, there's no retreat" term. The Art of War. The Art of War is a song about the Chinese thinker named Sun Tzu, which writes about the philosophy of the war. Metalizer. Metalizer was a Sabaton album from 2007. Mostly the songs in this album are out of the topics from usual Sabaton song, which sings about history. Hannes Van Dahl. Hannes joined Sabaton back in 2013, replacing Robin Beck. He was born in 18 January 1990, and he was the drummer for Evergrey before joining the band. Fun fact that he actually married with Nightwish vocalist Florian Jansen, and eventually he had his daughter back in 2017. Chris Roland. Chris joined Sabaton in 2012 alongside with Robert England, which was the former guitarist for Sabaton. He was born in 20 December of 1986, and he actually was in military before joining the band. Tommy Johansson. Tommy joined Sabaton in 2016, replacing Robert England. Before he joined the band, he was confirmed to be a big fan to Sabaton. He was born in October 1987. Did you know that Tommy has actually another band of his own called Majestica, which previously was known as Rarities? Falun, Sweden. Falun was the origin for Sabaton for sure, and is also the birthplace of the vocalist himself. Falun also has their own festival, which under the band's name called Sabaton Open Air, which previously known as Rostock Falun, and usually held in August every year. Joachim Smith. Well, it's gonna be funny to talk about this. For those Sabaton fans who ever noticed that Joachim actually bangs his knee instead of headbanging, this might be his own signature style for the vocalist himself. Even Sabaton fans making jokes about it through memes in Reddit and other social media. Metal Machine, Crew, and Reaper. These three songs had actually bonus for the two albums Prima Victoria and Coat of Arms. The song itself has its funny story. According to Joachim, in one of the Sabaton history episodes, he actually wrote the Metal Machine songs while he was in toilet, and allegedly he wrote it on a piece of toilet paper. Now these three songs were combined in one song, which was a single in 2021 called Metal Trilogy. Light in the Black. This song was written in Prima Victoria album, and this song was dedicated to United Nations for their duty to keep the world in peace, and also dedicated to UN peacekeepers. Fist for Fight. Fist for Fight was a debut album for Sabaton in 1999. It's also shown for the beginning of Sabaton's career. On that time, they were not so famous, and this might be the kickstart for their career to them. Civil War. Civil War was formed in 2012 by 3 former Sabaton members, Daniel Bach, Danny and Richard Sandin. The concept of the Civil War is almost same as Sabaton, but more to history of revolution, and now included the current vocalist Kelly Santon II and even Toba England, now newly guitarist for Civil War. Sansu Says. So basically, Sansu Says is a mini bonus for the Art of War album, which is about quotes by Sansu himself. Ruina Imperium is only in Swedish. Well, this is kind of a bit fucked up for fans who were unsatisfied on Ruina Imperium was not included in the English version. Allegedly, they replaced it with Twilight of the Thunder God for the English version. This made non-Swedish Sabaton fans really upset about this, as Ruina Imperium is only limited Swedish version. This song is basically tells about the fall of Swedish Empire after the death of Karl XII of Sweden, also known as Carlos Rex. Toba England. Toba England joined Sabaton in 2012, same year as Chris. He would mostly love to throw racking during live shows. Unfortunately, he left the band in 2016 and now replaced by current guitarist Tommy Johansson. Radio Topor. So Radio Topor is a Russian singer who mostly sings a cover of Sabaton songs. He was first known for cover Night Witches song. Due to his fame through Night Witches cover, he then continues to cover more Sabaton songs. At one moment, he did a cover of the Attack of the Dead Man song, but fun fact about that is Sabaton was featured in the beginning of the video. He was also being the guest for Sabaton Russia tour in 2020 for the Attack of the Dead Man song. He's mostly inspiring Sabaton to make his own songs. Songs covers. For those who don't know, Sabaton is also covers some songs to dedicate to metal bands. For example, they covered For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica, Out of Control by Battle Beast, and even Burning Hell by Twisted Sister. Last Dying Breath. So this song is originally a Sabaton song from the Last Stand album, and it's about the Battle of Belgrade in 1915 during World War I. So this song is generally wanted to play on live in Serbia as well, as the Serbians will remember the words of the commander during that time. Nuclear Attack. Nuclear Attack was a song from Primo Victoria album. This song is quite dark among Sabaton songs. This song tells about the bombardment of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945, which makes Japan on that time had to surrender from the war due to that bombardment. Well, this song might not play live as well, mostly in Japan, as it might become sensitive and makes the Japanese feel so triggered due to that tragedy, to be fair. Burn Your Crosses. The song Burn Your Crosses was a song from the album Metalizer. This song might be off-topic and underrated in among Sabaton songs. Unfortunately, this song is getting more criticized by the fans who are mostly Christians for insulting that and mostly promote this Satanism. I know it's kind of dark in the history of Sabaton songs. Glorious Land. So this song was originally from the Art of War album. This song is about the battle, but it wasn't confirmed about which battle was that. And that's actually the bonus for the Art of War album, and it's about the feelings of the soldier during the battle. Shadows. Shadows is a Sabaton song for the same album Metalizer, but mostly more to Hobbit style, which is tell about the myth of Nazgûl. Dream Destroyer. Well, same as the Shadow and Burn Your Crosses, can talk a lot about this song. Oscar Mortales. So Oscar Mortales was a Sabaton member back in 1999. Not long after that, he left Sabaton from being guitarist. Danny Mobach. Danny Mobach joined Sabaton start for 2001 as a drummer. He was known for the Prima Victoria, The Art of War, Coat of Arms, and even Carlos Rex album. Sadly, he left Sabaton in 2012 and joined Civil War band a year later. He also has his own child named Leo Mobach, who became the future drummer. Daniel. Daniel was a keyboard player for Sabaton. He started joining Sabaton back in 2005, replacing Jackie for a short period. Well, same as Daniel Mobach, which they left the band on the same year and joined the same band in the same time. Richard Sandin. Okay, so Richard was the guitarist for Sabaton back in 1999. In 2012, he left the band, following Mobach and moving for the Civil War band a year later. In 2021, he left the Civil War band, replaced by Toba England. For some several reasons, I will explain on the final title. Man of War. Man of War is a cover song dedicated to metal band Manowar by Sabaton. It's actually the bonus cover song from the Heroes album. It's more like Viking style, but it's confirmed that it's super underrated in among the Sabaton's covers. Robin Beck. He was a drummer for Sabaton, replacing Danny Mobile in 2012. He was not so long for joining Sabaton. A year later, he was quit for the band and replaced by the current drummer Hannes van Dahl. Shotgun. Shotgun was a bonus song for the album Victoria, but due to the lyrics was out of the topic from the song, which basically about the history, it remains forgotten by the fans and sung among the underrated Sabaton songs. Richard Larson. Richard Larson was the member of Sabaton from 1999 for the drummer. He was also the guy who introduced the band to Joachim, according to what Joachim said. Unfortunately, he left the band in 2001 for his 22 years of membership with Sabaton. Then he replaced by drummer Danny Mobach. Peter Tetron. Peter Tetron was a producer for Sabaton. No one, mostly the fans, didn't know that how close he was with the band. He also was a songwriter and who gave the idea for the lyrics for the band. And sadly, he left them in about 2018 or maybe 19. And now the songwriting continued with the guitarist Tommy Hansen alongside the band. Birds of War. Birds of War was a song from the Metalizer album. According to Wikipedia, this song was previously unreleased due to the reason that I can't really mention here. Well, same. It's really underrated Sabaton song in my opinion. Congratulations that you are now reaching to tier 7 and 8. But before you are diving deeper into tier 7 and 8, I would like to put some trigger warning here, because in this tier you might be discover way more dark and deep. Trigger warning for child abuse, rape, and military conflict and hate. Counter-Strike music, video, and controversy. So, Counter-Strike was a song in Prima Victoria album. The song was about the 6 days of war in 1967. So, the song had the MV, but it's unofficial for sure, as it get criticized of the controversies which involving Israel. Sorry, I can't really say that name because I'm not really actually support Israel. Well, this made the anti-Israeli supporter get fucked up and so upset for the band. If you go search on Google, there's only one on the list. Pair avoided the military draft. Well, I don't know why this comes out on the first place, but I found out some of the evidence which I found a comment about it from Reddit. So according to someone on Reddit, which I can't really mention who is it, he actually faked an illness or injury, and apparently he talked about it in one of the Sabaton history video. I actually have no details about it on why he did this. Pair quarantine in Russia. In early 2020, the coronavirus pandemic was spread around worldwide, and countries around the world had to take an alternative by lockdown. While Sabaton is almost done for the Russian tour in 2020, they had to cancel the several tours in Russia, and they had to return home sadly. But while remaining there in Russia was the bassist Per Sundström due to his quarantine period. And stay busy while his quarantine time. According to him, he got quarantined there and some restriction is at some point they provided things like face masks and even sanitizer. He also doesn't have any problem during quarantine time. He had been there for 7 months. Joachim is a competitive player. So if you don't know that Joachim is actually an expert pinball player, but I think he did compete in the Czech pinball competition that he kind of be expert, and I think Joachim usually spend time with the pinball game, and you know that he actually being competitive for that. Tunisia accident. In the end of August 2019, Sabaton involved in the accident in Tunisia for the shooting for celebrations of Western music video. For the accident, no one would die over there, but luckily almost all all of them are alive and they suffer injuries like broken bones, and they have to receive the treatment in there. Most of that they have broken jaw and broken noses due to the accident. Due to the accident, they had to cancel the tour in Gdansk, Poland, and the news about the accident made the fans shocked, and fans hope that they were okay and safe. Luckily, they're alive and safe for real. Sabaton isn't power metal. Well, I don't know why people keep saying that about this. Sometimes people say Sabaton is heavy metal, and some of them say power metal band. This is getting confused among the fans, and according to Joachim and Per, Sabaton is basically the metal band. Sometimes we might say that they're between these two subgenres of metal. Sabaton is a neo-Nazi band. It's proven false. In among metal fans who always claim that Sabaton is a neo-Nazi band due to the songs about the World War II events, heresy backlashes, and negative review. There was an incident to them on the touring. In 2013, they had been banned in Russia for being deemed appetizer due to the lyrics, which allegedly Sabaton was swiftly removed from the bill, which was a shock to them. From which I found this opinion, according to Joachim, they didn't mean to spread any hate. They just sing about war, no political and religious agenda were included there. I know, there are some of them are still misunderstand about this, which made Sabaton fans were quite embarrassed and sad. For them, they sing about the war history song to tell about history to public, not spread the hate speech for real. Joachim actually hates Swedish pagan. To be honest, I don't think Joachim thought about this. It's basically a troll by the guitarist Tommy, and it's a joke for the fans. I found some of the comments from Reddit as he disliked it, but it became a running gag that escalated to the point that they pretend that he hated it a lot more than he actually did, and apparently this might have ironically made him actually hate it. Joachim made it on the stage. Please do not research this on Google. Alright, this one looks so fucked up to me and even us. I recommend you just not search about this on Google. Apparently, it was an old video on Sabaton YouTube channel where he goes up to the stage with a Jaggerforce concert only in about 2006 and a very thin stuff, while someone gives him a waggy. His entire ass were already visible, so if you saw Jaggerforce live stream on Chorus Sabaton in 2 years ago, which they brought back about that topic, that's it. You know, it's kind of a bit nasty for those who know, and I can't even watch that for real, and might be my nightmare if I watch it for sure. Because something CP charges. So if I told you from the time forward, because I can tell you about the details about it, and in this title I will explain about it, but I will censor some word for your safety. So what's actually happened to the Rickard Sandin after he left Civil War band? Well, to be clear that he was arrested in 9th of April 2021 for capital of possession of his own 8-year-old daughter's friend. According to Metal Socks, Sandin, to be clear, his daughter's friend during the overnight stay. Additionally, authorities seized 2 computers and a mobile phone of Sandin, which contained 6 films of underage children committing. He then was found guilty of 1 count of 6 counts of possession of. He was sentenced to 9 months in prison and fine of 53,400 Swedish krona, approximately $6,000. Now this might be the reason why Sabaton really hates him, and even during the reunion in Wacken almost 3 years ago. And also the reason why he left Civil War a year ago. This case might be quite nasty and dark for those Sabaton fans who know. This also made the whole Sabaton community start angry about this, and they started hating Sunny so much due to the incident. Okay, that is it from the Sabaton Iceberg tier list for this video. So if I missed anything from the Iceberg tier list video, please comment down below so I can answer on your comment section. And sorry for and another one, sorry if I I didn't notice for the latest one, for the War to End All Wars, the latest album, the War to End All Wars album, and some single Sabaton songs, because that songs does not include for this Sabaton list. I'm really sorry that I couldn't review about that. And before I will let you guys go for now, once again, don't forget to subscribe my channel and click the notification bell so you can get the notified for the new video. Like my video, share and comment down below. So until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.